here's the really wild part. For decades, India's strategy was the exact opposite of this. They deliberately didn't build roads near the border, thinking the mountains were their best defense. So, what changed? Why the massive, sudden rush to build?
Well, the answer is buried in a really painful history. It's a story of conflict, a bunch of strategic wake-up calls, and this deep feeling of vulnerability that Delhi decided it just couldn't ignore anymore.
Yeah, that 2020 clash in Galwan, that was the straw that broke the camel's back. But it wasn't out of nowhere. You had the humiliating loss in the 1962 war that met super tense 73-day standoff at Doklam in 2017. It all pointed to this growing imbalance that India felt it absolutely had to fix. And this analysis from War on the Rocks really hits the nail on the head. The 2020 crisis forced India into a fundamental and pretty painful rethink of its entire security strategy. The old idea that you could just manage the border with agreements, that was over. The trust was just gone.
But here's the thing. None of this is happening in a vacuum. India is doing all this for a reason. And a huge part of that reason is a direct response to China's own massive and much earlier construction boom on their side of the mountains.
See, China got a huge head start. They started building their high-altitude network way earlier. They've got railways that get within 20 kilometers of the Indian border, dozens of airfields, and they've even built entire new border defense villages that are both civilian and military outposts.